Hello everyone and welcome to 4B, Effective Nursing Skills for Practice. Mental health students, I'm just talking to you specifically. Obviously anyone can have a look at this, but this is mainly for the mental health students, both BN and Masters. And I suppose the purpose of this introduction is just to sort of calm your nerves, if that's at all possible. I have designed this module to be as straightforward as possible so that you understand exactly what's required for you to know for the assignment. So I've designed it exactly like that so that you're not overwhelmed by all the information, because there is an awful lot of information in this site, as you can see, which is just a lot. You don't need to know it all. You need to know a couple of things. You need to know that the pharmacology exam we will train you within an inch of your life, and you will be ready for it. And it's an open book exam, and you will know the material inside out as long as you attend the lectures and the Q&A sessions that we're going to put on. So that's 20% of your course. And oh look, there's a video by me. That'll be marvellous. And lots of other stuff, which is just lovely. The key points that you need to note from here is this section here. Okay? There are 4 cases that we'll look at throughout the module, and they are on depression, generalized anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, and post-traumatic disorder. Now, each one of these is set out in a similar way. You have a workbook like this, which includes a lot of reading, key terms and definitions, for example, and, I've given you the clue here. And a few, I can't fill these in anymore because I've already done them, but a few questions for you to have a go at as you're reading. So in every section there will be 1 or 2 little summary questions just to test your knowledge as you're going along, and they're there for a couple of reasons. They're there to obviously test your knowledge as you're going along, but also to get you used to the type of knowledge that's required to pass the assignment. And I want to stress this now. Working through these workbooks is enough to get you through this module. Okay, work through the workbooks, come to the tutorials to discuss anything that you don't understand, and you will be fine, I promise you. When you look at each of these sections, so every one of these cases, these 4 cases, they have a table of contents, and the table of contents is roughly the same. And after some of them, you'll see tutorial 1, for example. I would imagine this is also tutorial 1. Okay. And then when we talk about differential diagnosis, that'll be in tutorial 2. Okay, so pharmacological management will be tutorial 4. So each tutorial is associated with different parts of these workbooks. So when you're working towards tutorial 1, obviously you focus on the workbooks sections that are focused on tutorial 1. And these are all about the same thing. Say if we go to bipolar disorder, for example, go to differential diagnosis again, and you remember this will be tutorial 2. And this will be conceptually similar to the tutorial 2 if we were looking at depression. For example, differential diagnosis is about looking at different things that could be bipolar disorder but are not. So the same applies in each condition. So if I just go back to the main module, that's all I want to say just now. Focus on the workbooks and come to the 2 tutorials, and you will know what to do in the tutorials, because where it says pre-tutorial activities here, you will be in group 1 or 2. If you're in group 1, that'll be with Fiona, but both myself and Fiona will come along, and we will post things that you need to look at, so you don't have to remember all of this. You can just come here and have a look at what we're posting on here, so that you can make sure that you're looking at the right material before you come to that particular tutorial. Okay, I hope that helps a little. The assessment is multiple choice questions, but there are also 4 what's called short answer questions to do as well. Now they're just 300-word summaries of particular questions, and they will be associated with one of the 4 tutorials. Okay, so 4 questions, 1 per tutorial, and you get lots of time you'll get those questions before you actually have to answer them in the exam, so you also get time to prepare for them as well. So we will also focus a lot of the workbook activity on making sure that you understand how to do those questions. Okay, I've probably given you far too much information there, and apologies for that, but you'll be okay, whether you're bachelor's or master's. Obviously, for those who are interested, there's lots of links to follow, and you can go off and look at this in great amount of detail, and we will also show you how to get top marks if that's what you're interested in. But I am aware of the fact that you've got, excuse my phone, I'm aware of the fact that you've got an awful lot to do theory-wise this trimester, so we've focused on keeping this as straightforward as possible for you. Okay, see you all soon. It'll be great, don't worry.